Hi and welcome to the training for the new production scheduling cloud application. This is lesson number 5 out of 12. In this lesson, we learn about creating and launching a production schedule, and we will see how to evaluate overall schedule quality. Let's start with the first topic, creating a production schedule. After navigating to the production scheduling work area, simply click the Create Action button from the production schedules landing page. This opens the Manage Schedule options page where the schedule scope and various other schedule settings can be specified. The schedule options were already covered in more detail during lesson number 2, defining and managing a production schedule. In the next topic, we look at different ways to launch a production schedule. There are two ways to launch a schedule. Method number 1 is refresh, which retrieves data from the execution system and presents the schedule then as per the current data on these retrieved work orders. Method number 2 is refresh and solve, which retrieves the current data and then also recalculates the solution and then presents the newly calculated schedule in the schedule views. We should note that you can also launch a schedule via REST services in automated manner. This will be explained in lesson 11, interfacing with production scheduling. Final topic of this lesson is going over how to quickly evaluate the schedule quality. After opening the schedule views, a few key performance indicators are displayed above the Gantt chart. The scheduler immediately sees the number of late work orders, late demands, changeover time, the utilization percentages for equipment and labor resources. The available KPIs are common measures which are divided here into service level and manufacturing efficiency oriented measures. Generating a schedule typically involves an iterative process whereby the scheduler reviews the KPIs to see high-level schedule quality and then dives into more detailed aspects of the schedule to identify and implement useful manual schedule changes. After schedule repair, any manual schedule change is again reflected in the KPIs, and the cycle can continue for the manual schedule improvement. More detailed schedule analysis occurs in the Gantt chart, where the schedule is presented graphically. In addition to various highlighting features for the scheduled operations, changeovers are clearly visible via the thin black lines. With calendar downtimes being drawn via thin yellow bars and the actual work order operations in blue, the available uptime or idle time is obvious via the white area on the resources. In the following demonstration, we will refresh and solve a schedule, then review schedule quality measures. We'll also look for late work orders and perform other schedule analysis. In order to refresh a schedule, pick the schedule you want to refresh and choose refresh or refresh and solve. Here, I'm gonna just run a refresh and solve for this one. I get a warning, I say, yep, go ahead. And instead of waiting for this one, I'm gonna open a schedule that we have already refreshed and solved. It's the same data set. After the schedule views come up, I see my resources and the Gantt on the top, and I have my dispatch list down here at the bottom where I can analyze the detailed sequence. Um, the overall schedule health is indicated via the KPIs on the top. Here I see I have 42 late work orders. If I want to see where those late work orders are, I can try to use the highlight late to then dig a little deeper. I can zoom in and maybe find some additional information about these work orders and dive into possible manual schedule changes. Manual schedule changes are something that we will discuss in a subsequent lesson. Once I've improved my schedule, I would be able to release the schedule, which is something I will not do in this particular case. Now I see that the schedule that I just refreshed and solved completed by now as well, so I could open that one. So in this lesson, we, we went over how to create a production schedule, how to launch a schedule, and how to evaluate the overall schedule health.